The following is a Comfortably Zoned Radio Network production.
Thank you, Tally Olson. We are back. The Mets in the zone. I'm RalphTyko of the Comfortably Zoned Radio Network. One of the co-hosts is missing today, Robert Cole. He's MIA. But fortunately, just one of them is missing. Marty Rose is here. Marty, always nice. Always nice. Second grade friend. And
yeah, it's been a few years, Ralph. It has.
It's been a few years. I had a dream about Rockaway last night.
Rockaway.
After listening to a YouTube version, a radio broadcast of the first game of the Detroit Tigers doubleheader, that we went to Rockaway and had the radio for that game. And it was, it's just a pleasure to hear three guys, Phil Rizzuto, Red Barber, and Mel Allen do a baseball game.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Incredible.
Really?
Miss listening to those guys. I've had a lot, living in California, San Francisco area, I've had a lot of great announcers in my life. And I'll include Bob Murphy. He developed into a hell of an announcer. I'll include people like Vin Scully, and but those three are right up there. And just listening to the way baseball was broadcast back in the day, it's really changed a lot. And I want to include Howie Rose as one of the greats too. It's nice to have him back. He doesn't work a full schedule anymore.
Well, I think he just he bailed on the long road trips, I think. Like the West Coast trips. But, anything in the East, I think he's still doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that's good. Yeah, he's very good. And his partner has gotten a lot better, too.
Yeah, his partner is a Facebook friend of mine, and Wayne Randazzo, as a matter of fact. And I found something interesting. Wayne Randazzo's cousin is a big league umpire. So.
I think I heard that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right.
So makes it interesting. But Mets, what are they? 20-10.
20-10.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, nobody could have possibly seen this coming. I mean, we all thought they were going to be good. We all thought that. But the way some guys have started out, especially McNeil, Alonso, even Canna's hitting over 300, and what's his face, the McGill. Nobody could have possibly. I mean, look, last year he was good. He was a kid, unknown, and he pitched well. But you didn't know what to expect this year. They were even saying that if deGrom was healthy, McGill might have not even been in the rotation if all the other five guys were healthy. But it worked out so well for him that he had to get the opening day start, and he pitched great.
He pitched great. 3 or 4 games in a row, he pitched great, set the tone for the other guys in the rotation. And, wow, it's a pleasure to see. But most importantly, pitching-wise, Diaz. Diaz has been absolutely terrific, and he's they'll bring him in now without a save situation on the line. And I remember he was very much against that, this and that. Only bring me in for the numbers, in other words.
Yeah.
I wonder what Buck Showalter's effect on him under those circumstances were. He, I can't. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that they do have some injuries in the bullpen. They've got a couple of guys out. So and the fact that they had a couple of rainouts, they had 2 days rained out and an off day today. So why not get him in there yesterday? Save situation or not, he could use an inning just to stay fresh. So,
yeah, that second game was very important yesterday. After losing a close game, they were one run down for 2 or 3 innings, and after coming back so great the day before, scoring 7 runs in the ninth inning,
incredible.
Yeah,
I could not believe that. Were you listening to that whole game?
I was.
I didn't. I think they got down 4-0 in the first inning. So
right.
I was like disheartened, and I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't paying attention. And then I got my phone set up where I get any change in the Mets score. I get a notice on my phone, from the MLB. From the MLB app or whatever it is. You can set up your phone to get notified of just about anything that goes on. So, anytime when the game starts, when there's a change in the score, I always get something. So when I got the buzz on my phone and it said it was 7-3, I said, let me put it back on. So I saw the rest. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Unbelievable.
I think that was after 300 times in a row when the Mets were down by 6 runs in the 9th or more, and didn't come back. Well,
no, that's basically unheard of, really.
Right.
How many times does any team do something like that? That's such a long shot. Maybe 80-1, like the horse race,
Right. like the Derby. Did you bet the Derby?
No, I don't bet. But no, that was quite a story, where the horse was not even in the race until the number 20 horse scratched. That's the only way he got in the race. He wasn't going to be even in the race. And he came in as number 20 on the furthest outside post. It was just incredible. Just incredible.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the Mets. Alonso, I don't know.
Getting comfortable as the DH, not complaining at all about that.
Yeah, look how he's reacting. He's got 26 RBIs in 30 games. And if you do the math, that comes out to 140 for the season. Now, I don't know if he's going to, he's probably not going to keep that up. But
no.
But still, it's an incredible start.
I wouldn't bet against him. He hit 50 what did he hit 50 home runs a couple of years ago?
Yeah, 52, 53, whatever.
Yeah, so that's incredible numbers, and this wouldn't surprise me if he did. but health is everything, and
well, he's
so I
getting
hate
rest.
to get
He's getting rest.
right.
When he does the DH thing, he sits and he gets his rest. So that's good. And Smith
is a terrific fielder.
Very good. Yeah. And he's even hit a little bit too. So
yeah, he's
had
streaky.
Like 3 or 4 hits. Yeah, he is streaky though. Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Kenny gotta love. He hasn't hit for much power, but he had a chunk of power last year. And like he says, I'm not worried. I'm just swinging for hits.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. He's solid from what I've seen. I mean,
right.
He's hitting .311. He doesn't have not showing a lot of power, but he's a good fielder. And I wanted to mention one other thing, Escobar. Now, I think Escobar. I thought he'd be a little bit better than what we've seen so far. And from what I've seen of Davis, JD, I wouldn't be surprised if Davis starts getting some more at-bats at third against the left-handers, even though Escobar's a switch hitter. Davis has been hitting well when he's been in there. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little more of him.
They're legitimately deep. No question about that. Even without Cano, who, oh man, I heard this great thing from Uncle Steve. He told Epler when the decision was to be made over Cano, he says, just make baseball decisions.
Exactly.
Don't worry about the Bucks. Did you ever think either of us would live long enough to hear from a New York Met owner, don't worry about the Bucks.
No.
Do what's right baseball wise.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and he did leave the door open that down the line they may have to re-sign him.
Well, he has been released. So he was released either yesterday or today. I saw that. That was like the
That's
next
news
step.
to me.
So it's adios.
But still, if God forbid injuries creep up, nice to have a guy that you're already paying.
Yeah.
But but just that statement really stuck with me. And
I know. I know. So different. So
indeed.
unwilling.
Indeed. Let's talk about they have 3 really good prospects in the minors. Alvarez is one of them, and a catcher. Anytime you have a catcher who's highly rated in your minors, that's got to be a good sign. And they're each of them are hitting up to expectations, and that's nice for the future. Wow, it's good to be a Met fan.
Yeah, they have 3 potential stars on the Binghamton team, and the other guy, the third baseman, who's on
Batty?
Syracuse, I think.
Is it Batty?
Batty is on Binghamton, and Mauricio is on Binghamton. All 3 of those guys are in Double-A. I think the other guy, whose name is escaping me at the moment, is the third baseman, I believe, in Syracuse. So they got two potential third basemen between Batty and this other guy. So I don't know what's gonna go down there. I wouldn't be
Well, it's nice not to have to rush him. Double A is, especially the catcher. I'm hoping they can, between McCann and Nito, it's pretty damn decent.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah. Nito's playing well. He's not that great of a hitter, but he's getting a few hits. And defensively, he's not terrible.
No, not at all. And so it definitely looks good. And I'm also impressed with Lindor's start. Not really superstar numbers, but he's gotten some
18 ribbies in 20 games. So
right.
He had 5 homers. Those he's hitting only .239. He has his drought periods, where he can go a couple of games with offers. But I guess his defense makes up for it. So
right. And what with McNeil playing up to 2 or 3 years ago, the way he played, I'm glad he wasn't traded.
Yeah, he's hitting like .323, and he's even when they stick him in left field, he's doing the job. He's getting it done out there, and even Guillorme as a backup, he's a good fielder wherever they put him. Second, filling in at short, and he's even hitting .250. So that's a plus.
Yeah, and you gotta love Nemo in center.
Oh, very good. Yeah, no question about it. I'm wondering what they're going to do with him. I'm surprised that they didn't offer him an extension, over last winter. And I think he was a little surprised at that too.
Well, maybe that was to push him a little bit too.
Maybe so. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, he's only hitting .270, but I think he's gotten better defensively.
And what I like about him, he'll work a hitter. His pitch count is incredible, which helps. You get a guy out there, and you get a pitcher out there that you're facing. And if you keep fouling off balls and working the count to 3-2, that helps a lot. That I see this as a well-balanced team with table setters and a bunch of power. It's going to be a good year.
Yeah, definitely. Sure.
Have you heard anything about deGrom? How he's progressing in his rehab?
Well, there's absolutely no reason to push him now. Zero. No reason at all. So, they were going to do another test on him. I don't think they did it yet. Or if they did, they haven't gotten the result. No, I don't think they did it yet. But they at this point, like we're almost in the middle of May already. I don't see him realistically back before the All-Star break, And why push him? There's no reason. There's no reason to push him at this point. And I haven't, the pitching's been so good that you haven't even heard much talk about him at all. So,
right.
If they weren't doing as well as they are, there'd be an awful lot of noise going on about what's going on with Jake. But not now.
Scherzer sure helps. That he's tremendous. I think he lost the first game in 24 games that of no decision or or a win. And that almost a year's worth of games not losing. And what I like about him too, he's a nurturer of young players. McGill was talking about, when I come out of a game, we have like a 30-minute discussion on what's going on, how I could be better the next day. That's something you didn't hear about when you had all these great Mats and Syndergaard and what have you. You didn't hear so much about them banding together or cooperating.
No.
This is just, I don't know if it's coaching staff, manager, coaching staff inspired, but whatever it is, this team looks. Maybe I'm going by the visual of what we saw the other day with that comeback, but that dugout looked very excited.
Yeah,
so,
I think Scherzer enjoys talking to the young pitchers. You know, I really think he does. And although he's thing I noticed about him lately, I mean, he's not giving up that many hits, but he has given up a few homers. Most of them solo jobs, you know, but still, he's given up like five homers in his 6 games. So.
Well, if guys aren't on base,
that's true.
I remember, right? 1 run. Let's live with it. Like I say, I'm positive. I have a positive feeling about all this. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that we should look for to be concerned about at this point?
Well, the only thing I could think of is the health of the bullpen. You know, we got two guys on the IL at the moment, Trevor May and Sean Reed-Foley are on the IL. Ottavino, I don't know why they pitched him that 3rd consecutive day, because he had nothing when they put him out there. Mm-hmm. You know, Lugo looks okay. Drew Smith looks very good. This Joely Rodriguez looks better than I thought he would. Shreve's been excellent. Trevor Williams has been good. So, I don't have a lot of
concerns.
I don't have a lot of concerns about the bullpen, and even with the rotation. You know, if Walker gets hurt again, Peterson, I have faith in Peterson. I think he can be good.
Mm-hmm.
And even, you know, Carrasco too. These guys, you know, Walker and Carrasco both have a tendency to, you know, to get injured at some point. But, you know, with Peterson there, I think he can do the job if he got a regular shot in the rotation. Showed it last year.
If I say the name Lugo, what's your response?
Well, he seems like what I've seen so far this year. Seems like not as sharp as he was prior, but I think, you know, last year he was basically the 8th inning guy. You know, when you know your role, I think it's a lot easier. You know, if you know I'm the 8th inning guy, then that's how you're going to set yourself up. this year it's not that way. This year he has no idea when he's going to be called upon. So that could be a difference. But, it's not that he's been bad. He's been okay. He's pitched in 12 games and 11 innings, 11 hits, 11 strikeouts. So
certainly not bad at all.
no, 3.18. It's okay.
Okay, indeed.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to add to it? This has been tremendously informative for me, and I just like getting your opinion.
Yeah. No, I think that if we just keep guys healthy, that they're going to be right there the whole year long. I think they have the best roster. I know the Braves won it all last year, and they're still good. But without Freddie, that's going to hurt them. And
they did sign Donaldson. If I'm not, is it Donaldson? Who was it from the A's that they signed? First baseman. I'm blanking, but boy, as I get older, I blank more and more.
Yeah. Wow. Let's see if we can find this. Well, they still have good pitching, and that guy that was out all of last year,
Acosta. Acosta or something like that.
The first baseman, you mean?
No, the guy who was out all last year.
Cunha.
Cunha.
Ronald Acuna Jr. Yeah.
Well,
he's back. The guy you were thinking about is Matt Olson.
Matt Olson from.
He's their first baseman now. So. Yeah.
And Donaldson's at third. Am I correct?
No, Austin Riley. Isn't Donaldson on the Yankees? I think he is.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
But I'm looking at the Braves right now, and boy, these guys are not hitting. Albies 231, Swanson 242, Riley 243, Azuña 214, Duval 192. I mean, their highest batting average in the lineup is Travis d'Arnaud, 299.
Whoa. A name from the past. If we mention his name, he's likely to get hurt this evening.
No, I don't think he's been hurt since he left the Mets. He's been playing really well for them.
Right.
And since he went to Atlanta, he's really been playing well. So
no question.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. But I remember the day that the game, one play, Darnell got hurt and Blevins threw his arm out. That there was one time when Darnell was first coming into his own, and he was seriously hurt. And Blevins is retired.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Nothing wrong with being retired, as we can tell you.
No, nothing
Mert?
wrong except inflation. when your income is not going up, and everything else is, it puts a little bit of a hurting on you.
I fully understand.
At least with Social Security, they do give you a cost of living increase.
Every now and again, and mine has raised. Steadily. That's the one thing.
But if you have a pension, I have a pension for my company, and that stays the same all the time. That doesn't change. So that does. You feel it there, but at least with the Social Security, the cost of living increase that we got percentage-wise this year was higher than my rent increase. So that's okay. Good.
What was I going to say? It's Biden and the Feds put in something to curb inflation, raise the interest rate.
The interest rates, yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see what that does. That's a long-term thing. That's not going to really help a lot, until the gas prices start going down. I just watched a thing on the news today where they were talking to some truckers, and they were saying how much it cost them to fill up these giant trucks that they drive. And one guy was saying, well, it used to cost me about $800. Now it's $1,000. So
wow.
Yeah. So that's another reason that everything's higher, because the transportation costs are that much higher. It's just, just keeps going on and on like that. Whatever.
Well, all we could do is root for the Mets and stay healthy.
Good plan. That's a good plan. I'll sign for
that. All right. Please do, Mert. Please stay healthy.
We'll try.
I would appreciate that. Thank you. We were supposed to meet up at age 90 to do these things, and I'm holding you to it. So be good. I'm sorry we don't have Robert this evening, and your brother Barn. He's recovered from some of his own physical problems, and
right. He just had a band rehearsal tonight. So.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Which band is the best he ever played in? Your opinion?
Well, he plays in an Eric Clapton tribute band. That those guys are really good. If you like Eric Clapton music, those guys are excellent. I saw them twice, I saw them one time. They played down in a casino down in South Florida one time. Then they played in an open air festival on the west coast of Florida a couple of years ago, before the pandemic, and that was really nice too. But he plays in a blues band as well. I haven't heard them yet, but I heard that they're pretty good too.
Good. Marty Rose, musician. We listened to him on the piano when he was like 4 or 5 years old, with the chords and whatever. He was avid practicer. I mean, he just went at it. And I thought he was great with Jeff Foreman's brother in their band.
They were like, he was playing in the band, 14 years old already. He started playing. So, yeah, he enjoys it, and, they make a few bucks doing it now, so it's good.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
All right, Mert. I love you. Can't wait. Can't wait for next week. We're going to change up a little bit on the times, and our guest next week is Steve Silverman, Matthew Silverman, and he's a baseball author. Wrote 2 or 3 books on the Mets, and we're going to speak with him next week. And like I say, let's keep on keeping on. That's the name of the game.
Yep. All right, have a good week.
You too, Mert. Regards to Peg and the kids. And talk soon. Thanks for listening, everybody. It's the Comfortably Zoned Radio Network. I'm RalphTyko. Marty Rose joined me tonight. And as usual, it's my pleasure. So thank you for listening. And stay well, everybody. Happy trails and adios.
Good night.
The proceeding has been a Comfortably Zoned Network production. You are advised to keep your dreams wet, your humor dry, your children and grandchildren out of military recruiting offices and off the laps of clerics who wear dresses. Thank you for listening, everyone. Happy trails.